Today I just wanted to start out with a quote before I told everyone about my story. You will be punished, you will not be punished for your anger, but you will be punished by your anger. Today I just wanted to tell a story about when I was with my family on vacation in Aruba. We were all together, and just want to talk about a specific moment that happened with them at night that changed me and changed my outlook on my situations and how I handle them. The characters and the people that I have in the story are my family, including, well, this is actually where we were in Aruba. It's a very small island, tiny island in the tip of South America. And I was with my family, my girlfriend. These are actually all the people here with me. My sister and her friend, my dad, mom, and my grandmother. I just wanted to preview what I'm talking about as far as what happened leading up to what happened. So we started out on our vacation very normally, had a bunch of different things we had to do and wanted to do. And then one night we scheduled a what seemed to be a very fun bus tour. I don't know why it's not listing the slide. A very fun bus tour where they would take you around to all the different bars around Aruba. And then at the end of the day, they would just drop you out back at the hotel, just a fun event, more or less. So what kind of transpired is we were having a really good time going from bar to bar, and everything was going completely fine. A little more backstory, it was actually my sister's friend's birthday at the time, and she was talking to a lot of people, very individually, these two guys. I wasn't really drinking that much that night, so I was kind of just staying back and making sure everything was kind of, I was having a good time with my girlfriend at that time. So as we get to the end of the last two bars, these guys are a little, just a little talking to them just a little bit too much, and I'm just more or less keeping an eye on them. We end up getting back to the hotel later that night. Nothing has happened at this point. Everyone's having a good time, singing on the bus. It's a really fun experience. But we get back to the hotel, and my family and I, my girlfriend individually, we went back up to the room really quickly just because we wanted to go to bed really fast. And my dad and my sister, they got off because they were trying to get away from this one individual, one of the guys, straight away, and followed us back up to our room because more or less he had the wrong intentions of what he thought was going to happen that night with my sister and her friends. Anyway, we get back up to the room, and anyway, my parents and us, we go into our separate rooms. And the guy's like, yeah, you can't come in, we're going to bed right now. He's like, well, is it okay if I go to the bathroom? By the way, he's very drunk, very belligerent, doesn't really know what's going on at this point. And we opened the door back up for him. He's like, we can't let you in. He's like, can I at least go to the bathroom? I really have to go to the bathroom. We're like, no. So he made a decision to urinate on the door. He started to urinate on the door of the hotel room, which seeped through the floor. And at this moment, this is where I kind of turned around and made a really bad decision, and I opened the door and I started to fight the person. The fight itself didn't turn out to be that bad. Nobody really got hurt until went back into the room and security was called. He came back out, kind of still in this really crazed, after I got in a tussle, went out, so I went back into my room. As I was coming back out of my room, the guy was still so angry and belligerent that he came in and sucker punched me and broke my nose inside of the room. Blood gushing everywhere. Went back after him, still making bad decisions. Anyway, ended up going to the hospital that night for about 6 hours in the ER, getting my nose stitched up. Not a fun way to end your night. So the resolution, kind of what happened is I really didn't understand at the time. I wasn't really that out of the loop. Really, I wasn't really thinking. I just kind of made a decision based on what was happening at the time, and no one was in any danger, but by putting myself into the situation of fighting this person, my dad got in between, my sister, everyone was swinging at this moment with this person, and the guy was really messed up from all the stuff that happened to him. And actually, what happened to him is he went to go to jail for about 4 days, and he's actually not allowed to come to Aruba anymore. His family was very mad at him too, so there was consequences for that individual as well. We were kind of worried about where he was at, but he was actually in jail for about 5 days. So I just wanted to more or less tell you about how to, take a step back from your situations and understand not to react off your impulses and to more of react with the situation as a whole. and make better decisions. And the last, I'll end off with a quote is, when you're angry, count to 10, and when you're really angry, count to 100.